Hello everyone, welcome to Praise the Run, episode 16. I'm Ben Lucky, MrBenShow. This is my channel, and this is my co-host Patrick McKinstry.
Me.
Also known as Litterdud on YouTube. Because you changed your handle and everything else. I was like looking for your Twitter.
I had to make everything else more
cohesive,
accessible for comedy. Because like I would say, follow me at Litterdud. And then people will be like, well, what's that? Or how do I spell it? Or blah, blah. And then...
Yeah.
I mean, not that Patrick's Wasey is any easier, but at least,
No.
like, if you just search Patrick,
Especially
it's usually one of the first ones.
Especially with underscores in your name. And each time you start adding underscores.
Well, this was more of a, when cool usernames were the thing and not accessible ones for networking.
Yeah.
At one point in time it was just cool to have a cool username, and now it has to be like you have to be able to say it. You can't be like, "Oh, I'm Dark Lord 732, but every other letter's, capital and there's an exclamation point," and it's like
you could go by Litterdud on everything.
Just saying it. But it's like, it's harder for, like, at comedy stuff. It's harder. And it's like a whole nother... I don't want to talk to people.
Gallagher, Litterdud.
Well, that's their names. I don't want to... Yeah, I don't want to explain Litterdud to people.
Nobody explain Gallagher. He smashes a watermelon.
That's just his name. But I can't just... I mean, unless I literally was saying, like, hey, Litterdud is my name.
Sinbad's a pirate.
That is my name now. That's true.
Hell yeah, dude.
I wanted Litterdud to just be like my gamer tag.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
I do have separate... They're separate YouTubes, technically, but...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I could just start linking to that.
Well, like, Litterdud is for the gaming stuff, and then the Patrick one is just my comedy clips.
Yeah, but I feel like the comedy thing's more important than the gaming stuff, right?
That's true. I mean, until I start, like, actually
I can put
putting
both.
out streaming content and stuff.
I can just put both in the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Put everything.
I mean, that's the point.
Put it all. I'll just give you my link tree, and then that has everything on it.
Yeah, I can do that too. I need to make one for myself.
Because that has both YouTube's, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah.
All on one link, and then that'll kind of cut how many comments you have down.
Is that about making a Facebook page for the channel, if not just the podcast?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Especially because, like, Twitter's dying out.
Yeah.
Like, what's going to take over Twitter? Like, the Substack thing is one thing, but it kind of... I don't know, it's more bloggy? I don't know.
Yeah, that's more like long form, I feel.
Writing and stuff, which I want to get into, especially with doing this. I mean, I really want to start doing reviews and stuff like that.
You got to start posting short clips on TikTok. That's the new Twitter. It's all visual now.
I think for like the last 4 podcasts, I talked about making a TikTok, and I haven't yet because it just takes. I gotta clip everything myself and do that.
It's just it's a whole nother thing you have to like acclimate to. And...
Yeah, I just need one of you guys to like be like, hey, this part of the video, do this, and then I'll clip it out, because I can't be bothered to go through all my old videos again and
right, yeah, that would be
clip
awful.
Stuff out.
You'd be there for years.
Yeah, I mean the Dark Souls stuff and the Pokemon stuff is like the big things, like the big hits or like bosses and stuff. Like that.
Right, for sure, yeah.
But I don't know anything else like. I don't remember what happened in, like, After Party Part 3 5 years ago or whatever, however long it's been. But it's been a long time. Anyways, we do have a lot to talk about. We will catch up a lot more next week and stuff about life and what we've been playing. I haven't really played a lot of games this week because it's been a very busy week.
Yeah.
This week was Gamer Christmas, or what would be... I mean, Summer Game Fest was always going to happen this year, and E3 was going to happen this year as well. And then before E3 got canceled, it was actually E3 was supposed to start yesterday. It would have been.
Oh, wow.
So we would have had the week of Summer Game Fest or whatever, and then 4 days of E3, 3 days of E3.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2 days, 3 days later, or something like that. It would be really long. which is, I mean, a couple of years ago, it was like everybody had a showcase, and then it felt like the season lasted for like months, where it was like every single tiny developer had a showcase, and there was like 100 indie showcases, and then Nintendo has mini directs, regular directs, and indie directs, and then indie mini directs. It was a lot. So I feel like this year was a lot more condensed, especially like we had PlayStation a couple weeks ago and we talked about that, so that's already out of the way. Nintendo had a direct at the beginning of the year, but they haven't done anything yet. The rumor is that maybe in July we'll see something from them, like late July. Which would make sense. I mean, Pikmin comes out in July, so
yeah, right.
It's like the last game that we know about for sure from them, other than Pokemon DLC.
Right.
So there's not really a lot past that they've announced. So I'd imagine we're going to see something from them soon. But this week proper, we had a couple of indie showcases. We're not going to talk about those today either because I didn't watch those. I've been kind of like trying to piece what
just
I can together.
Stuff, really.
But yeah, there's 4 main showcases that I want to talk about today. At least 3 for sure. But Summer Game Fest proper, the kickoff event we're about to talk about. Then after that was Devolver. We won't really go into the actual showcase portion. We'll just go do a couple of trailers. Maybe? I don't know. Devolver didn't really have anything at their showcase, and Devolver's showcases are weird. Like, they're not normal showcases.
Yeah.
They're an Adult Swim episode with a game showcase in the middle of it.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it's better just to be like, here, go watch this, and then we'll talk about it next week or something like that.
Word.
I think that will be the better option. But we can talk about Day of the Devs. I think Day of the Devs had some cool things in there instead of Devolver. So Day of the Devs was after Summer Games Fest on the same day, and then it was Devolver. And then for a day, they just had the regular show floor event. So there was nothing going on trailer-wise or anything like that. And then the next day would have been Xbox and Ubisoft, I believe. Maybe PC Gamer as well was that day. I don't remember. Maybe I'm getting my days mixed up together, but there was a whole bunch of indie stuff in between.
It's just so much. There's too much. That's how confusing it is now.
Yeah, so we'll talk about Xbox, we'll talk about Day of the Devs, we'll talk about Summer Game Fest, we'll talk about Ubisoft. We'll start off with Jeff Keighley's event. All in all, I want to say is this year's versus any year has probably been the best year. I mean, this is the 3rd year of this event, but he also does opening night live in the end of August, middle of August, and then he does the Game Awards in December.
Right.
And the Game Awards is the Game Awards. It's fun, but some announcements have been huge, and then it has real low lows. Opening night live, I think, is probably the most boring show, where they'll do like, I don't know, it's just weirdly paced. It's really long. All of the shows are pretty long.
Yeah.
But like one year they had Death Stranding, and it was like Kojima came on stage for like 40 minutes or something. It was like way too long diving into that game.
Well, fitting for the game, you know.
Well, it was also fitting for Jeff Keighley because they're like best friends. Yeah. But it was not a good show, and that was like, I think that was my first year of reacting to the showcase, like, on the channel, and I was just like, this fucking sucks.
This is how it begins.
And the last couple of years have been kind of like that, where they've kind of been middling. It kind of feels like between the 3 showcases, he's kind of stretching himself thin.
Right.
But I think this year, especially, it's going to be a lot better.
Nice.
Especially because the last 2 years have been COVID oriented, which is the reason why this whole showcase started.
Yeah.
Was because there was no E3 going on, no physical event, so he was trying to fill that void with a digital showcase, and now it's a physical event and a digital showcase. This is the first time that the event was live, so you're gonna see that there's like 1,000, 2,000 people in the crowd. I think it was 6,000. Maybe it was 6,000. Yeah. What was another thing I wanted to bring up? I wanted to praise him for every single year I think I talked about this last year for opening night live. I talked about it when the Game Awards were happening. Was that Jeff Keighley likes to spoil the majority of his showcase before the show starts because of marketing. It's like, this game's going to be here. This game's going to be here. This game's going to be here. It's come watch the event. And it's like, well, now I know half the show.
Right. It's like,
and I don't want to watch 5-minute trailers of all this shit that I already know is coming.
Right. Now I'll just wait.
Yeah. Now I'll just wait for the trailer to drop and not be, I don't know. You're putting on a show. I don't want to be spoiled. Like, I get it's all marketing. It's just video game trailers. But like,
right.
There is something exciting about the reveal of everything.
No, absolutely, yeah. That's like, I feel the whole point of it.
Yeah, right.
Because if you didn't have that, you would just drop a trailer whenever you wanted to and call it a day, like a movie or something. Like,
right, it'd be a tweet. And
right, yeah.
Yeah, so like, this year there was like, I want to say 3 main things. Mortal Kombat 1. Was the big one because Mortal Kombat 1 got announced with PlayStation, I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't too long ago. And so they were like, okay, we're going to announce the story trailer here. And then we're going to show gameplay. Jeff Keighley's thing. They said Street Fighter 6 would be here. They said that... What was the other thing? There was one other big thing that was like, oh, they're going to be here. It doesn't matter. Let's get into some games that were revealed. We start off with a big one. It's kind of cool. Nobody expected this.
Here we go.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. Jeff Keighley. Oh, right, because I checked on the GameSpot version.
Yeah.
So we're going to get ads in the middle of this.
So technically we have ads in this video.
Yeah, I wish. I wish we'd be getting paid. Oh, they said they were going to show Twisted Metal footage here.
Yeah?
For the TV show.
Yeah.
I would love to show you that. Maybe after.
Okay.
It wasn't my favorite. But it nuked my video.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to cut it out.
Word.
It like blocked it worldwide.
It's like Transylvania, Prince of Persia.
Yeah, Castlevania, Prince of Persia.
Castlevania, not Transylvania. Yeah,
well, like,
Castlevania.
so original Prince of Persia was an NES game. It was.
My first Prince of Persia was Sands of Time.
Yeah, which is an amazing game as well.
I love that game. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this looks fucking dope. I got Hollow Knight vibes from it.
I was thinking like a little blasphemous, maybe, like some of that. Yeah, Hollow Knight for sure. That side scrolling.
Yeah, but the
you think it's gonna be? Oh yeah, never mind. That answered my question. I think. Kind of Dark Souls.
Yeah. Yeah, you got like a dodge roll and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I will fulfill my destiny and save the kingdom.
Oh, that looked interesting. Is that like an evil version of yourself?
Well, I wonder if they're taking the lore between Sands of Time, because you have the time mechanic and shit.
Yeah.
And then Warrior Within, which was the one where you had like your shadow self, right? And that's the rated M one that went edgy, and it had like Godsmack in it or whatever.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be super sick. But yeah, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, a Ubisoft original. So it's a indie studio picking up the Prince of Persia IP.
Nice.
And Ubisoft is funding it. I believe all funds, like Ubisoft, the whole point of the originals between EA and Ubisoft is that Ubisoft or EA don't make money off it. It's kind of just like to, like goodwill game, like to give the gaming community, some goodwill.
Yeah.
Like it's they did it with like It Takes Two, A Way Out with EA. I remember another Ubisoft original. I think Trials maybe was a Ubisoft original at one point. I'm not completely sure how new the original IP logo is. But they've always had like an indie initiative. It's a little bit different than like ID Xbox or like PlayStation indies or Nintendo indies, where Nintendo or Xbox and stuff are still funding. They're funding things, but they're still like,
yeah, they're still getting something.
They're still getting something on the back end.
Yeah.
I imagine. I don't know. I think that's how it works with them. But at least with EA and Ubisoft is that they're funding these projects with without the studio worrying about.
Well, that's cool though.
Yeah, especially with like It Takes Two and stuff. Those games have done really well.
Yeah.
Next we got our Mortal Kombat 1 gameplay. It looks real good.
Yeah, the trailer looks sick.
Yeah, the original trailer was dope. It's even more gory.
I know, they were like, how can we step it up?
I think this steps it up even more than that last trailer. It looks beautiful.
I like all the like the subtle crowd in the background, like oohing and awing.
There are other champions,
I think that's the live crowd.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was part of the game. I was like, that's a great touch. Yeah.
That might have been part of the game because that was inside of a bar, so that might have been like the bar crowd. But the crowd itself, the live crowd, is mic'd, so you're gonna hear them like clap and stuff.
Oh, right. Oh.
Some X-rays with your cameo fighters.
Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again? Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
Nice. Oh.
It's insane how good this game looks.
Yeah, the combos have gotten so nuts.
Skip it ahead a little bit and then see some of those fatalities at the end.
Wow. The sounds
Yeah,
are so visceral. Like it's
so
just,
gooey.
It's so gooey. Like you just in the mud. Everything. Oh my gosh.
New spine rip.
Yeah, you gotta have a spine somewhere in that game.
I don't know. September 19th was also new, but it did get a date. Path of Exile 2 got shown off. That's another big one. I don't know if have you played Path of Exile before?
No.
It's a free-to-play Diablo game.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like in the middle of like Diablo 3 and Diablo 4. They're like, I mean, there wasn't a new Diablo for a very long time, so and if you don't make it, somebody else will. So, Path of Exile is a really good Diablo-like.
Yeah.
And this is the sequel. This is kind of just a little gameplay tease, and at the end of it, they announced that they're doing their own showcase at the end of the month.
Oh, nice.
Just to show off more of the game. I mean, like, I appreciate it, so we're not getting, like, 15 minutes of footage for a game that I don't know.
Right.
You know? I mean, I do know about Path of Exile. It's sick as fuck, but, like, I appreciate we're not doing the humongous deep dives on, like,
yeah,
just random throwaway shit. Like, I forgot what year, but with the Doke V trailer, and then we spent 10 minutes on Doke V. The Street Fighter thing that got announced is that Street Fighter 6 is coming to Exoprimal. Pretty much they made robot versions of Ryu and Ken. So you can kill dinosaurs as Ryu or Ken.
Okay.
with guns. You're not even punching them. You're just shooting them.
That's completely relevant tie-in, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they're both Capcom.
Right.
Nicolas Cage came on stage to announce, or not even announce, because this was announced like a month ago.
That's right.
But to talk about him being a survivor in Dead by Daylight.
Why? For what? Because he's in the... No, why?
I don't know.
Why would he be a survivor?
He's
What
just-
movie would he have been in recently?
He's just playing himself. It's not even a movie tie-in.
It's so weird, because all their other characters are like from
Right.
horror movies, Stranger Things.
But this is a survivor. Like, you're playing Nick Cage as a survivor.
No, I know. But they have survivors that are from...
Oh, yeah, I guess they did.
They have the Stranger Things survivor. They have the guy from Evil Within. Like, they have like actual characters or whatever.
Right. The Silent Hill girl is in there.
Like, that has something. They have like a couple people from Resident Evil, like the like just survivor characters, like the regular, and then they have the monsters.
Yeah.
Every move you make when
But-
you're doing this, when you're in the gaming space, it's timed down to the split second. It's a very immersive experience when you're acting out in this space because every move.
I mean, he was in the vampire movie recently.
Right.
But he
Which
was
they
a vampire.
did. They just made a game about that.
That's cool.
It's like a vampire.
I want to see that
survivor's
movie. I heard it
game.
was actually really legit.
Yeah, I heard it was okay.
He was in the... I guess he was a survivor in that Willy's Wonderland, but that's like...
Yeah, this is just him though. This is
So
no
weird.
tie.
They were just like...
He was also in The Wicker Man and Ghost Rider.
They were just like,
all
we
these
just
other-
want you... We just want you in it.
We just want Nicolas Cage, the meme.
That's great. I'm
And-
gonna get it. I'm gonna get him.
And then yesterday, Kojima tweeted a picture of him and Nick Cage. And Nick Cage was at Kojima's studio. So
What is he up to? He's up to something.
just video
you know?
games galore with Nick Cage.
What is he up to?
You want to see?
What is he providing to this game? Just it's so silly. I wonder what his like attributes are. I wonder if he has any special, like, what is his special skills? Because they all have, like, each of the survivors have their own special bonuses or whatever.
Right.
They must have given him something like crazy.
Tax evasion. This is Witchfire. Witchfire's been shown off for a very long time now. It's
Yeah.
a very small studio indie game. It is a gothic horror boomer shooter. But it's like a modern boomer. It plays like modern Doom.
Yeah.
This is a little bit slower paced than what I've seen it. It's so fast. But this game looks sick every single time that I've seen it. The reason why it's taken so long is that they were originally, when you would go into like an area with mobs in it, it would put up like arena walls, like invisible arena walls around you, and then they decided that it like really sucked. And it wasn't fun with that, so they made it completely open.
Nice. I mean, that makes sense. We'd want to be...
Yeah.
No one wants to be limited. Like, I didn't even like it when I was, like... There's certain... Like, even in, like, certain boss fights, when you get, like... In certain games, when it's, like, all of a sudden you're trapped in that one, even if it looks open.
Yeah, but I think that put, like, four years of development on this game. I think it's been a very long time. I want to say 2016 or 17 maybe is when I first saw it.
Yeah, it looked cool. I played a little bit of Doom.
Yeah.
There's not enough reward
Doom?
for it. Like, it's just a lot of, like, yeah, I killed a bunch of ugly things.
Doom, well, it's all about getting into that loop, right? You shoot until you stun, and then you stun, and then you go in there for the punch kill, and that drops more ammo and health and stuff. And then you
Yeah, I know, but there's not. That's it. That's all it is. I
Right.
like looter shooters. Like, if I'm gonna shoot a bunch of stuff, I want
Yeah, that's not
I
Doom.
want prizes in return. You know.
No. Yeah,
Borderlands, for instance. It's the same thing as Doom, but like I get all these collectibles.
Right. Yeah, the Doom collectibles are like little bonus levels and
Right.
stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's still fun.
Like-
I played through the most recent Doom.
Yeah.
That
Doom
came out.
Eternal?
Yeah. I've been playing through that because it was on. I think all of them are on Game Pass right
Yeah,
now.
they're Bethesda.
But I jump on that one every once in a while because I mean it's a fun game to just kind of jump on and like rampage through or whatever. Like if you're already kind of
Right.
heated, you play like a game that makes you mad. A few rounds of Rocket League. I jump on Doom, shoot some stuff, cools me down because it's like some of the levels are hard, but I don't even feel bad when I die because I'm just like, well, I'm in hell, I guess. Like it's gonna happen. I'll just come alive, and the music kind of pumps you up,
Yeah. Did you
so
play
it's like
Doom?
almost relaxing.
Were you a Doom fan before those?
No.
No.
I never played Doom
makes
before
sense.
this one.
That makes sense. Or any of those old school boomer shooters like Duke Nukem or Wolfenstein.
I played Duke Nukem. I had Duke Nukem on the PlayStation.
Pretty sure they're all the same.
I think I like Duke Nukem because of the there was a personality behind it. There was some jokes. There was always like the reward in that game was finding all of the little jokes that like the little you do certain things in that game and he'll like say something new or do something new. Like you shoot all the strippers and then all the pigs appear and that's like a whole bonus. And,
The pig cops.
yeah, stuff like that.
Anyways, another shooter.
But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. It looks super sick.
This one
We have no choice.
I'm the most hyped on. It's Remnant 2.
Revenant too?
Remnant is
Remnant.
the shooter Souls game.
I thought that was Bloodborne.
Bloodborne isn't a shooter. You have a gun for your parry thing. This is like third person shooter.
Oh, I thought Bloodborne was like a gun.
No.
No turning
Souls
back after
game.
this.
No.
You sure?
No, you have your main weapons like, well, at least for me, I use the saw. And then all the weapons are like blades, and then instead of having a shield, you use a gun to like parry.
I thought
or
just
stun
having a
people.
gun was a type of build. Like instead of
No.
magic, it was like guns.
No.
Oh, see, I've never played. I've been mistaken this whole time.
That's what this is though, is straight up. Your melee is your secondary, but you have different gun builds like machine guns, snipers,
Yeah.
pistols.
Has
There's also
a
a 3-player co-op.
Final Fantasy look to it too.
Yes, it's also a very hardcore RPG.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool things going on with Remnant. This Remnant 2 is so much more expansive, it looks like.
Yeah. That's
Like-
massive.
Remnant 1 is pretty much like your planet is getting taken over by this thing called the Rot.
Yeah.
And it looks like Remnant 2, you're going to all of the planets now that the Rot has already taken over. So, and you're going to go to a lot of different open huge areas.
How old is the first one?
Maybe 2018, 2019? It's not super
Or
old.
if I can...
It's been on Game Pass a few times, but
Yeah.
you can probably like $30, and I think it launched at 40. So
Yeah.
it's not a full price game. This one will be a full price game.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
have to add
sure
it to
of
the
it.
list.
It's
Because I
also
haven't
a
seen that
next-gen
one, but it
game.
looks cool.
Yeah, and you get an Xbox or a PS5 soon, so I can play a lot of these. Next game is they announced a new Sonic game, and it's not Sonic Team
With a
making
classic
it.
feel.
A new Sonic game, they just... Have they even finished the Sonic game that they're making?
Which one? Like,
The 3D one, is that
yeah,
done?
yeah, that's been done.
It's
Game
been
Grumps-
done? I thought they were like...
Game Grumps played through it and beat it like recently.
Oh, I thought they were
They're not-
still
not
like
recent.
kind of working on it.
No, that released in October of last year.
Oh, okay. I thought it like kind of released, but was like, we're gonna fix it.
No. This is a brand new 2D Sonic.
This looks smooth, yeah.
Yeah.
I do like a fun Sonic game.
We haven't had a 2D Sonic since Sonic Mania.
Oh, nice.
And Sonic Mania, of course, is most highly regarded Sonic in a very long time, at least since like Colors or Generations, if not more highly regarded than those.
Oh, wow.
This is not the Sonic Mania team, but from what I understand, the director, Christian Whitehead, is involved in this game, like the creative process behind this game.
I mean, it's looking pretty dope.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Like it has all that 2D elements, but a lot of like modern, mini games and stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of new things like turning into jellyfish or
Right,
climbing up
all the
waterfalls.
abilities, yeah.
Yeah. And then you got Fang the Sniper as your baddie.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. They showed off Honkai Star Rail, which is weeaboo JRPG shit.
Nice. I just pre-installed this one.
Liza P,
Yeah.
So Liza P just got a demo. Actually, need to play it.
Yeah, I just pre-installed this one this morning. Actually,
Oh, really?
It was on the. Yeah, it was because when I turned on my Xbox, the advertised immediately. It was like,
did you
want to watch the blah blah blah? And I just clicked what pre-install games to have available, and that was one of them.
Oh, the Game Pass. Yeah, for Game Pass.
Yeah.
The demo's out too.
Oh,
So
what
you
if
can
that
play
might have
the
been part of it? Maybe it did the whole thing.
I don't know.
I'll have to look.
Yeah, usually those are separate launchables.
Oh, word. Yeah, I'll have to check because I want to play it.
This is a good trailer. This is another just really good showing of this game. We got another showing at Xbox as well. Did we? No, we didn't. Xbox had a second event that showed off gameplay of what the demo is. But this is where we got the demo announcement. We didn't have a lot of repeating games this year. Like, Prince of Persia was here and was also at Ubisoft. But they don't spend a lot of time here. They spend a little bit more time at Ubisoft event.
Yeah, there was nothing that was like heavily focused on every single one or anything.
Yeah, usually we get like Kingdom Hearts pops up at every single event or something.
Yeah, and it's like a different 3-minute trailer.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for the story too.
Yeah, I wonder what the story's gonna
Like,
be.
I'd like to know the full. Like, was that the whale that we're gonna be swallowed by?
Yeah, that's Monstro.
Submarine.
That is Monstro for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, pal. Nice landing, but let's not make it a habit.
Was that supposed to be the cricket? We're gonna get some sort of cricket.
Yeah. Yeah, Jiminy is your lamp.
That's so great.
And he's the only one that talks because of course Pinocchio doesn't talk.
Really found it all. Yeah. See, but I'm excited for I'd love to know the story. Just because they've been making a lot of like Pinocchio movies.
Yeah.
All really shitty. Or sad. I watched the one that was by Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah. It's because Pinocchio
Sad
went
from beginning to end.
public domain recently.
Yeah, he's public
Like
now,
within
so
the last
everyone's
5
like,
years.
let me get some of that wood nose.
Some of that Pinocchio money.
Yeah, right.
So people will be confused with that Disney movie.
Yep. And it's...
So this is a game based off a old anime manga. I don't think it's ever gotten an anime adaptation, but it is now getting one.
What a weird... Went from manga to game to anime.
Yeah. Made by Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball.
I was gonna say, it's very Dragon Ball.
And also the creator of Chrono Trigger.
Oh, okay.
Chrono Trigger, Blue Dragon.
Heavy Dragon Ball vibes.
Oh yeah, all of his art is hidden.
Yeah.
This predates Dragon Ball, I'm pretty sure though. This is Sandland, is what it's called.
Sandland.
Yes.
Not to be confused with Waterworld.
I want to say it was like 1984 or something. It's
Oh,
like
wow.
old. It's super old. Yeah, it's cool because like
It's like Mad Max, but with monsters and...
yeah, and Sandland is a one-off. Like it's super long, but it's a one-off. Not completely. Maybe it's like 300, 400 pages long. It's a really long book.
Yeah. That's cool, though. It's just going to be like one
Yeah, it's just one story.
big story, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Cool. That's probably gonna get blocked, or at least copyrighted. But Bandai loves to do that shit.
Oh, the music.
No, just that whole trailer. They love
Oh.
claiming their trailers.
Get out of here,
But
Bandai.
it looks fucking dope.
I'll hit you in the Bandai.
Throne and Liberty was next. It's a MMO, free-to-play MMO. I think it's an Amazon game. I'm not completely sure. After that was Party Animals, which is a gang beast that we've seen way too much. It's been at like every Xbox showcase for like 4 years.
Yeah.
And stuff. I think it was also at Summer Game Fest last year too.
Nice.
We got a Dying Light 2 update that was useless. We saw Crash Team Rumble. Again, I don't know why they're making this game.
Right.
It's Crash Bandicoot, but a party game.
You don't need another party game.
This is the next big one. This was the other one that was announced with the showcase because it was at PlayStation. But we got finally a
Now it's time to change the
deeper
topic.
dive of a
From Finland,
Alan Wake
please
2.
welcome from
Oh,
Remedy,
nice.
you get Sam Lake.
Lake.
I mean, the director comes up on stage, talks
It's
about
coming
it.
this October,
for a minute.
and we are
He's got his little James Bond suit on.
Yeah, Max Payne himself.
northwest small town of Bright Falls, together with her partner,
Explains
Alex
the game.
Casey.
Explains that. Yeah, the game
how-
is
how-
two
and
characters.
somehow
You play
with-
Saga, the police girl from the trailer, and then Alan Wake is also another playable character, and he's in a different place than her. I think she is in Bright Falls, which is where the first game takes place, and then Alan Wake is in the Dark World, which is where American Nightmare takes place, which was like a Xbox Live arcade sequel thing.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Let's get to the gameplay right here. See it. It looks real good. Real pretty. Right, we saw Alan Wake 2 at PlayStation. Everything is mixing together for me now.
Pretty sure. Yeah, that and then like just watching stuff pop up
Yeah, things
in
leaking.
between. Yeah, so many leaks and things.
We got a couple of leaks out of Xbox, but nothing too
Sounds
big.
like somebody's home.
I'll bring those up when we get there, though. This is a real pretty game, though.
Yeah, the sounds are all like nice too.
Yeah, I wish I had better headphones, or like, I guess since I'm streaming, it wouldn't even be the full thing. But in the game, they have talked about like 3D audio spacing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's super cool. Dolby Atmos. That would be sick if they.
Wow.
Deers.
Yeesh.
A cultist. A monster. Like Nightingale.
Going back.
Back inside I go, yeah.
Hopefully there's not more people.
Can't be more than one. He was just taking a nap in there.
Who knew gun?
Oh,
A memory.
a heart.
The text on the heart is
Oh, a
clear now.
tattooed heart.
Legible. I knew it would be here, like I saw it in a dream.
Nice.
Nice.
So, oh,
Glad you're on this
Okay.
case with me, Anderson. Killer left a message.
It's for us.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead. There's something I'm forgetting. Something important. Something's not right.
Uh-oh.
there we go. There we go. So, this is straight, like, the first game was survival horror-esque. This game is gonna be straight up survival horror, like old school Silent Hill.
Yeah.
But it will also be a hardcore detective game. So that's what they were kind of showing off. When she picked up the heart, on the left corner of the screen, it says showcase board. There's like apparently a mine palace that you can send yourself to anytime in the game and look over your clues, and that's where you have like your board with like red string attached to like everything,
right.
and like all of the different clues and stuff and evidence folders and everything like that. And,
Yeah.
like you'll actually be piecing clues together and like
That's
making
pretty cool.
decisions based off that. Yeah, I'm really interested about that, especially with it being two characters. They have said that there is certain story beats that you are playing as a certain character, like where they converge.
Right.
But pretty much the majority of the game you can play as one or the other.
Oh, okay. And then you just gotta kind of piece together the mystery
Yeah.
with the conjoined clues or whatever.
Right. I don't know if Alan Wake specifically, his character isn't really a detective.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the whole point of Alan Wake is that he is a Stephen King writer that is basically writing like Twin Peaks novels. Or novels that are like Twin Peaks. It's very the whole thing is very Twin Peaksy.
Yeah.
But everything that he writes comes to life. And yeah, so that's now Saga is a character that he has written in his books before, or is a character in the book that he is writing in the Dark Place.
Yeah.
Of him being in Bright Falls. So it is Sam Lake or Hyde or whatever the partner. But all of this Remedy games tie in together now is kind of the idea, is that all of the Remedy universe is kind of like referencing each other. So like Max Payne 1, 2, and Control and Alan Wake are all in the same universe.
Oh, okay.
And this is going to be the game that ties them in together.
That'd be cool. Nice.
Yeah.
That did have some Control vibes with that like power.
Yeah.
And that like that weird thing with the freezer before the heart and stuff. That was definitely Control-y.
The SCP files like things.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get some objects.
That'd be cool.
Some strange objects and stuff in this game. After that, we got a sneak peek at Warhammer 40k Space Marine.
Nice.
This game still looks dope as fuck. They also confirmed 3-player co-op for this game. I think this is the first time we've seen gameplay of it. I think last time they showed it off, it was just a CG trailer with like maybe 3 shots of gameplay. But it was looking real good. That swarm engine is real nice.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like dumb gory fun.
Yeah.
What else? Yes, Your Grace got a new game announced. I think it was already announced, but they talked about it. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. John Carpenter is apparently directing a new game.
Oh, okay.
It's probably not what you're expecting from the creator of Halloween. It kind of reminds me of a Trauma Left 4 Dead. Almost. It has that vibe. Team America Zombie Police.
Okay.
On my mark. 5, 4,
I have to watch
3.
much of the story thing, but let's see some of that gameplay real quick. Apparently the Swarm engine is also the same Swarm engine from Space Marine.
Oh, wow.
So kind of makes sense on why they showed it back to back, because it was weird that it was like, this is out of nowhere as well.
It's a familiar... Yeah, it's like a similar gameplay, though. It's like destroying loads of shit.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be like mission based or if it's an open world thing. We got a really bad showing of Baldur's Gate 3. Instead of showing off what the game is, they decided to reveal an actor for a character that nobody knows about.
Nice.
But Jason Isaacs is in this game. Do you know who Jason Isaacs is?
No.
Neither do I.
It's a British guy.
Yeah.
Very Britishy.
Everybody in Baldur's Gate super British.
We found the most British guy to be in our game.
Oh, this was a big one. This might be like one of the really last big ones.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2. It didn't get another showing. They show the same footage, but at the end of it, they give out the trailer or give out the release date. I don't remember what it is, so I'm gonna skip ahead until we get to that.
Exclusives. Yes. And I can
It's September something.
Very confident what we're going to tell you
I think
right now.
maybe it's October.
Oh.
It's probably
Yeah,
October.
okay. Yeah. Let's take a look.
I think September is really busy. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
October 2023. We got a new trailer for Pokemon with
Open world
guns.
survival.
Yay.
It's some of these pals are looking super close to Pokemon.
Isn't that the point, though?
Yeah. But it's Pokemon with guns. Open world. There's like Breath of the Wild open it. Black Desert. There's a new Lord of the Rings dwarf game. What's next? Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. Got a new trailer. Banisher's Ghost of New Eden got a new trailer. We get a reveal for Like a Dragon, the man who erased his name. The next game in the Like a Dragon series. We get to see what Kiryu has been up to while Ichiban was in Yakuza 7 doing his thing.
Yeah.
Kiryu was off doing his thing. This is what Kiryu has been up to. We get to find out before
Erasing his
Like a
name.
Dragon 8. Yeah, he's in like a secret service now. He's not doing the Yakuza bit anymore.
He's got a
has a-
suit.
Yeah, he has like a security job.
It's like fighting all the Mr. Smiths.
Yeah, so this one's gonna be like a straight up beat 'em up like the old ones too. Where like the new one like is 7 or 8 or turn based now. The sad thing is that this leaked like 2 days before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this was like one of the only leaks for this showcase.
The man who erased his name. That's kind of a mouthful.
Yeah.
That's like a James Bond title.
Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name. We got a new trailer for Under the Waves. This game's kind of cool. It's like a atmospheric horror. I don't think it's horror specifically, but maybe it is. It's like The Abyss, the game. That's what it feels like. We got new Modern Warfare 2 season. The new Xbox with the Porsche logo on it.
Nice.
Bay Farm got a trailer, which is a farming dungeon crawling game we saw at Nintendo a little bit ago. Marvel Snap announced a new mode. A new game mode's coming to the game.
Okay.
I think it had already been announced, but I think they put a date on it. And then Pro CD had like a little comedy bit at the end that had nothing to do with the actual announcement.
Nice.
King Arthur Legends Rise is a mobile MMO, I think. Wayfinder we've seen a few times. That's a MMO multiplayer thing. Star Trek Infinite is, I think, another MMO as well. A mobile MMO thing. I guess it says full reveal. That didn't really give us much. It could be an RTS. It might be an RTS. But Infinite sounds like a live service thing. We got another deep dive on this Call of Duty Magic game. The Immortals of Avium. It still looks okay. I don't know. I'm not really feeling it.
Yeah.
But we keep seeing it, so I'll keep saying that. I'm not really feeling it. Fortnite's getting a new season called Fortnite Wilds, and Optimus Prime is a part of it.
Nice. Oh yeah, the Bumblebee is a new car in Rocket League.
You can play a small Optimus Prime.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
I just think it's funny that he's the size of a normal.
Right. Yeah. Now he's like, what are you gonna turn into a Hot Wheel when you shrink down?
Yeah, one of those little Tykes RC.
Right. Like, what's the point? At least choose a smaller vehicle. Like they have smaller vehicle transformers.
Right.
Optimus Prime isn't the only one.
Yeah.
That gives us
Well, this is the big reveal. The big thing. They're kind of teasing this beforehand. Square Enix was. I thought it was going to be Elden Ring DLC. But this is equally as exciting, I guess. My playthrough of the first game was cursed. I really want to go back and play. But Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Part 2 of Remake.
Nice.
Finally getting its big gameplay reveal thing.
That's great.
I imagine we're going to get a deeper dive. But they put a date on it, and it's early 2024. They had said with the reveal of the name that it would be winter of 2023. But
it may look that way.
Early 2024 is a lot less of a delay than what I thought it would get.
Yeah. I wonder if, like...
This game gets real weird after Midgar.
And you're
like,
asking me this?
you don't get to keep any of the things from the first game?
No, you do. They have confirmed
Oh,
that.
do you?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I was about to say, like, if it's continuous...
It takes place 5 years after, though.
Oh, so it should
There's a
be
huge gap.
5 years stronger. Everything that I earned in the first game times 5 years of experience. That's what it should get. I can't wait, though. I love this game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be super dope. I'm so excited to see it looks like they've turned the whole overworld of Final Fantasy VII into an actual open world. And that's kind of crazy.
Come back now.
I'm back at, what, is this cheapest mom's house?
Well, now, think we woke it up.
Park's latest and greatest, Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a turtle.
Fighting them wasn't even the hardest part of the game.
No.
Like,
No, there's some fucked up side bosses in
Yeah.
that game. Every Final Fantasy game or Kingdom Hearts or whatever, their side bosses are fucked up. Like
Yeah,
the
for
secret
sure.
bosses and stuff, like Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 1.
yeah, that was nuts. Oh, that's a cool team combos.
Yeah.
I don't think we had that in the first one.
They had some team stuff, but not like that.
This
no.
looks like it's like, yeah.
They say she's a monster.
They have like team special moves, but not like straight up
Into the very
combos.
depths of your soul. That she can become those you hate, those you fear, those you love.
Or do we finally get to fight him in this one?
Yeah, who knows?
You murdered my dad. You burned my village.
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?
Wow. Heck yeah.
On 2 discs.
Wow.
2 Blu-ray discs big. That's a lot of game.
Right? It's not going to be digital?
I mean, I'll have a digital version too, but it'll still be like 250 gigs. It's
That's
gonna be a
crazy.
big game.
That's
It's
huge.
gonna be a real big game, which is kind of like what people were wondering how they were gonna do it, because Final Fantasy VII is a big game, but to make it an open world game is a huge thing as well. After that, we're gonna skip Day of the Devs because that took a while. We'll talk about Day of the Devs on the next one, but we'll talk about Xbox real quick. Well, as quick as we can. They only showed off 11 games, but each game was kind of substantial, for the most part.
The smartest decision for all your financial decisions.
Go back
It's
to
cool.
the beginning. To the beginning, where they.
Keanu Reeves.
Oh, this is the extended showcase. I was like, why is this different? Search Xbox. Showcase extended. Just give me the normal showcase. Y'all fucking suck. We're also not going to do the whole Starfield thing, but there's an hour-long Starfield Direct at the end of this that is really worth watching, and it looks real good.
Yeah.
It's a good-looking game. We could do a whole podcast just on that.
Oh, wow.
Like, it looks so good.
Because I was going to make a sandwich.
But we got our first big reveal. Playground Games.
Okay.
And Fable.
Let's do
Oh,
it.
cool.
What do I think about heroes? Well, we've all seen them, haven't we? Swanning about the place.
It's crazy
with
that
their
he has a character in a
disproportionately
video
high
game.
cheekbones and comically massive weapons. Roughing up bandits, because they like to rough up bandits, don't they? Living it up with the common folk every single night. On a day-to-day basis, I'd say the true heroes meet.
It was a really good trailer.
With fruit, with veg, on the agricultural side of things.
Previously,
not wafting around mythical
I want to
creatures.
say maybe a week or so ago, maybe a little bit longer, Phil Spencer was on the Kind of Funny Xcast, the Xbox podcast. And he had mentioned that this showcase,
Conquer the vegetable, not a euphemism.
every single game would have
Let's
gameplay
face it,
footage.
The age of heroes.
That
over.
is
This the age of
kind of
education.
muddy here.
This,
It's
if you will,
in-game
is the
footage.
age of
Yeah.
Or in-engine footage.
One moment.
This isn't gameplay.
Right.
Straight up, it's not. Like, I feel like it was like,
This is awkward.
this is a cool reveal for this game. But like, we don't know what this game is yet. Like, how is this a Fable? You know, where does this make sense as a Fable? Like we got tone.
It's literally a Fable.
Yeah.
Like Jack and the Giant being like a giant
Jack and the
story.
Beanstalk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's how all of them have. They're all like more fairy tales versus like Game of Thrones fantasy.
Right. So I'm sure it'll just kind of like be similar to that, but then you end up in this giant's domain.
Yeah, but that's one. Fable's an open world RPG thing.
I mean, the house could be, but I mean, a giant's house could be so big that is open world. Maybe it just.
What?
You know what I mean? Like the open world is
just some dude's house.
Yeah, but it's so massive. It could be like Elden Ring, dungeon where it's like layers of.
I'm just gonna that. I mean, that would be cool. Like if that, I would imagine that's gonna be like one little area thing, but like, or I mean, there was like the little chase sequence there that kind of looked like gameplay. But that still doesn't understand, or I still don't. Fable is a massive open world where you go to different islands and different parts that they're not going to have just. It's not It Takes Two. That's right. It's a gigantic, massive, and this game has taken 8 years to develop. Now.
Right.
If it was just one house, I wouldn't do anything, but I think the world would burn if they put out a new Fable after so long, after they shut Lionhead down, after all of that, and it was something as dumb and like small as like one tiny house. Playground doesn't have a lot to prove because they're Playground and they have Forza Horizon and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But this is their first game that's not a Forza,
right? And
this is. I mean, like I said, they shuttered Lionhead, the creators of Fable, long time ago now, and it's been well over 13 years or so since Fable 3, and Fable 3 was not received well.
Yeah.
And they did that Kinect game as well, which is definitely not received well, but they were gonna do like a Smite, like in the Fable universe, was the last Fable game before this was announced, and that got canceled when Lionhead got shut down.
Yeah.
But this has been in the works for a very long time. I'm gonna get more and more angry probably with how a lot of these trailers have the same story of like. I don't want to imagine what the game is. I'm sick of imagining what an Xbox game is.
Right.
We have been waiting for an Xbox game. Mm-hmm. Just an Xbox game. Forever. And when we get one, they're not good. Right. Like Halo and Redfall were not good. And Halo is okay, I guess.
Right.
But Redfall, especially after it's been so long. I mean, there's some standouts like Flight Sim or like I don't know what people think of the new Age of Empires. I think people liked Age of Empires 4 or whatever, but like Xbox fans have nothing to grab onto besides Starfield, and Starfield's been getting delayed so much.
Yeah. Fable
has been kind of like this vaporware in the background where it got teased forever ago, and then it was just, forgotten. Not really forgotten, but just quiet the whole time.
Right.
And then before that, it leaked forever ago as well. But the end game and engine thing, like, you're gonna promise one thing and not have it.
I mean, if Fable is that big, then that could just be a leak into just one area. Like, just that, maybe that could just be demonstrating just how expansive they're getting. like just one area alone is the house of a giant, and then you go back down to your normal sized land and there's still other random crazy shit.
Right, but what does it look like? What is that? What is that land? What is...
No, I don't know.
What is
Fable looks like, I guess.
But what is that in 2023, 15 years later?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why is that not the gameplay here? Why are we seeing fucking whatever Aode from the IT crowd giving his thoughts on vegetables? What I want to see with the fucking Halo gameplay, and like you promised one thing and it's not here. You know, or you get by saying it's in-game footage or in engine footage. It's not the same.
Yeah, because those are just like probably cutscenes from...
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
Like,
I see what you're saying.
Final Fantasy VII cutscenes look fucking great.
Right.
But it's a totally different thing from the gameplay. You know?
Yeah.
Like, they make movies that... It's like... I don't know. That's the promise of having one thing and it not being here.
Right.
That's the same thing for this next game. I'm really excited for what we see from Compulsion.
These are dangerous times.
It's not Compulsion. Oh, I guess we see Massive next. Okay.
At least
Well,
that's what
Massive as well.
The Empire?
This is another CG or in-engine gameplay. It is a bummer that it's only an engine here. We do see it at Ubisoft though, which is it's a Ubisoft game. No, we do see gameplay and stuff like that. I don't think we see gameplay here.
I have to play their game.
I don't remember.
Looks like I'm all in.
She's in here somewhere.
On second thought, I'm out.
There she is.
Not a huge Star Wars fan, but there was a bounty hunter Jango Fett game for the PS2 I really liked.
Yeah.
We don't see it here, but at the Ubisoft event, when we get to there, that's kind of the vibes this game is giving me. It's called Star Wars Outlaws. It's I think this is also the title reveal of.
It just kind of looks like a female Han Solo.
Yeah.
Get off
Yeah,
my
straight
ship,
up.
Jalen.
Give me a chance. You're gonna have to trust me. It'll be dangerous.
You play as a non-Force user, which is super exciting. Like, I love blasters in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
At least for a game that they feel nice. Yeah, this being more CG. Like, this is a good trailer, especially for how it looks. But again, there's no gameplay here.
Right.
The bummer is that when we get to the gameplay is all weird.
Nice.
Did they cut the other game? Like, what happened? We skipped a game. How did we skip a game? Did they cut a game out of their own showcase? What the fuck? Okay, there's supposed to be a third game here, and it's not here. And I thought that was weird. So I'll go look up that trailer.
It's a big gal.
Because it's by Compulsion, and I've talked about Compulsion a couple of times. They are the people who made We Happy Few. And they also made a game called Contrast a while ago. South of Midnight. Yeah, there it is. I don't know why this wouldn't be in the game, the Xbox Showcase properly. Why would they cut it out?
And save way more.
Okay, that's a cut.
Is another one. It's like they showed these 3 trailers in a row because they all have the same story of them just being in engine,
right?
To save their ass of like it being. They're not CG technically.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the game will look like, but this isn't gameplay. These are cool vibes. I want some haunted New Orleans, like swamp, bayou.
Shaking bones. Been a while.
So, you remember that favor you owe me?
Also, this played right after the Fable trailer, so there's a theme of giant men and small women.
Yeah.
Teeth like knives.
Ooh, skeleton face.
No.
Do dead people need time?
Well, hey, how about you guys? No? Nobody? Not helpful.
I really like the fake stop motion that they're doing.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man. And it's not as like the lines are as bouncy like Spider-Man is, where like all of the outline kind of like vibrates. I really like the art style.
No idea what that is though.
Yes, exactly, and it's compulsion. We've had this story before where they put out a really amazing trailer with amazing vibes with We Happy Few. It showed off amazing with like these people that had like these like mime looking faces as masks and stuff, and they were taking drugs to make them happy and see the world differently.
Yeah, I got
and the reveal of like the piñata candy and it's rat guts and but then the game comes out and it's mid, and it's not it's half baked and not all the way there because it's a small studio and it's way too ambitious for what they wanted or what they were trying to do, or their ambitions just got way too ahead of them. Now they have Xbox budget behind them. They're not relying on like Kickstarters and crowdfunding and it's publisher, like trying to find publishers and stuff like. But can they make a good game? No. Like, I guess
we'll see. Can
you give me something that's not just vibes?
Right.
Like if you gave me this vibes trailer or any of these vibes trailers and then show a gameplay trailer after. Maybe I'd be a little bit more.
Confirm it, yeah.
Yeah, like Ubisoft. When we watch Ubisoft does that a little bit. But in Mortal Kombat was another thing was, if you show me gameplay after, I'll be a little bit more lenient. But they didn't, and I'll always be bummed over a CG trailer. Like CG trailers can have great vibes. They'll show well because of course that's what they're meant to do. And I'll be excited, but like I don't know. I was so pumped to see these games.
Right.
Like as actual games because they were, like I said, promised to be here as games. They weren't, and that's a bummer because I don't know. Compulsion has only put out 2 games ever. Like, what does a third game with a big budget behind them look like?
Right.
Or, yeah, I mean the Ubisoft massive with Star Wars being here. I understand because they have their own showcase, so it was like, okay, at the end of this, gameplay walkthrough reveal at the Ubisoft Forward. And it's like,
at least that's
cool.
like, yeah, it's telling you it's somewhere.
Right, and like Xbox has their extended showcase later in the week, but like the idea was, okay, well, are they gonna show it there?
Yeah.
They didn't.
No, wow.
And they said they weren't going to.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Also, Fable didn't get a date. A lot of these games are going to be slated for 2024. Fable didn't get a date.
Wow.
I don't think that Compulsion game did either. both of those games are still very far off. Next thing, we get a new game by Thunder Lotus. Thunder Lotus is the developer that made Spiritfarer.
Who?
Spiritfarer.
Yeah, that's right.
This is not like that game.
Okay.
This is a 33-player raid co-op game.
Nice.
It's also top-down. It's like a 33-player Diablo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why do you need so many people? Specifically 33. That's a very...
Because you gotta have that title. It's 33 immortals.
Oh.
I don't know why 33.
It's just very specific. I mean, I'm sure... Well, I would hope that they'd have some sort of explanation in the story.
Right.
Because Spiritfarer had a pretty fun time.
Yeah.
Cute little game.
All right, guys.
Yeah, Spiritfarer is really good. It's long as fuck.
It is, yeah.
I think it's like 40 hours long or something. Payday 3 gets revealed.
That's
here.
cool.
I don't know if they put a date to it. But it's straight up more Payday. Their new level. Oh, yep, September 21st. There's new levels. They're redoing old levels.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks real good. Next thing is one of the two things that got leaked from the showcase. Was it's also been rumored for a long time. The Persona 3 remake.
No,
This is straight up. This isn't Persona 3 Portable like they just came out with, which is a port of the PSP game. This isn't a port of Persona 3 either. This is a completely redone version of Persona 3. The new voice cast, like new animations, the combat system's updated. They're doing a lot of nice quality of life stuff to this thing, which is cool because a lot of people, I wouldn't say Persona 3 is my favorite. A lot of people consider 3 their favorite. It's definitely the more darker one out of the three games that people would play. But it's called Reload because unlike the other games, in this game you summon your persona by shooting yourself in the head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's a game that focuses a lot on suicide and depression, versus like Persona 4 Golden is all like glitzy and glammy, and Persona 5 is like a ragtag friend group with all bandits and stuff.
What about 1 and 2?
1 and 2 is very different. Is more of the social link, spending time with characters part, and not the
like
RPG
talk.
dungeon. Yeah. So this is the next game that got announced. Or not announced. This has been announced for a while. This is Obsidian Skyrim. This is Avowed. It's a Skyrim that takes place in the Pillars of Eternity universe.
Okay.
Investigate some plague.
They've come out and said that it's not going to be as big as Skyrim. It's going to be more around the size of Outer Worlds, their last game, which wasn't huge, but it was a big game. This doesn't look as pretty as what I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
This looks like a game from the 360.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks a little... It looks like it came out at the same time as Skyrim.
Yeah. It's looking a little rough, but it'll be fun to play.
It almost looks like a VR game.
Yeah, I can see that. Maybe they'll do something with VR. I don't know. I mean, Skyrim got ported to VR.
Yeah.
So did Fallout.
Or destroy us.
But this game has been... I think this actually got announced the same year as Fable did. And same thing with the announcement of...
What are you gonna do with it?
It was like them buying Obsidian, Compulsion, and Playground as well. It was all that same year. Like, announcements.
Avowed.
2024.
Sometime.
2024. Next thing was Sea of Thieves is getting a major free update. Legend of Monkey Island is coming to Sea of Thieves, which is it just makes sense because Monkey Island, being the pirate adventure game, is just hilarious, and I don't know, Rare and Lucasfilm working together. It's a good match.
Yeah.
It's free, so go
Nice.
play Sea of Thieves on Game Pass and Legend of Monkey Island. Next thing, this is a really big one. A new flight sim got announced. We'll just click over into that. We won't watch the full thing, but with that, flight sim is gonna be adding a bunch of like jobs and stuff for the new game.
Oh, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah, like it's the next progression.
It is. I mean, yeah. What else besides flying aircraft can you do with it?
Right.
Refueling.
So, like,
rescuing.
Cargo loads.
Maybe there'll be like a stunt.
There's
mode.
Yeah, no, you're 100% on the nose. Not maybe. That's what's
See?
happening
Look at that.
here.
I know things.
But it gets even weirder and more.
Oh
obscure.
wow! Construction. Birthing other airplanes. Wow.
You got cargo loads and then industrial cargo.
Wow. I mean, really, you can do everything up to dog fights, because then that's a whole nother game.
Yeah, right. That would be Crimson Skies. And they should make a new Crimson Skies.
I mean, eventually they'll just. That's cool. Scientific exploration. Wow.
Maybe we'll watch the trailer. The trailer ends.
Hot air balloons. Wow, I didn't even consider that.
The sky is.
That really is a big update.
It's not just.
That really is a whole new
game.
thing. That's crazy.
Yeah, they did add an update after this. They announced. Oh, apparently they cut that out too. Why are they cutting out weird shit? They announced Dune. The Dune helicopter was coming to.
Oh, that's cool. That would be cool.
The modern flight sim.
Hi, Melina here.
So this is another game that they have showed gameplay before, but it was a long time ago. It was at the launch of it was the announcement of what the console is for the Xbox Series X. They also showed off Hellblade 2 for the first reveal of gameplay. And I don't know why, but they were like, well, we showed interesting, like, group battle thing happening against this giant, and it was really cool looking, so we're just gonna give them the most boring fucking trailer, and it's gonna be so long by the end of it that you're just gonna wish you never saw it in the first place.
Nice.
And they even give you a little clip of that last trailer.
Game's cinematic and immersive action, where Senua faced off against a gigantic troll on the Icelandic coast.
Like, this trailer was so sick. And they showed it off.
Oh, right, yeah.
Today, we're taking you deeper into
And then we get this shit where she's inside of a cave just talking to herself for
damaged hair.
And we get Drew Barrymore talking about her hair and a cave.
Get the heck out of here.
Switch to my plan.
No signal in this cave. Get out of here.
14 Pro Max on us.
But
do you just cut these parts?
No, I'll probably mute them.
Oh my god, she's in a cave of sphincters.
Yeah, it's all in her
It's a
head.
butthole cave.
I think they're eyes.
Oh, that's more appropriate.
How can we make it?
They kind of look like eyes.
Yeah, they do. Eyes kind of look like buttholes.
Yeah, that's true.
This is not gameplay.
Right. Right. This is the cutscene from the game. This is the gameplay.
Right.
But-
And it
and
tells
there's-
me less about the game than the
Right.
first trailer.
Like, you're showing me a cutscene.
Where are you?
But there's no context.
And you're also ruining a cutscene.
Yeah. There's no context for this weird character development.
That's one thing I hate too, is when they show a cutscene and it's like, now I have to watch this again.
Right. It's like Hellblade was a big game when it launched, but it was still an indie game. And it wasn't like... It was a critical darling. It wasn't like a massive unit seller or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think people have context for, like, the voices in her head and this mental health struggle that she's going through, which is what the first game's all about.
Right.
So to just throw us in a cave with her being like, I love myself now.
Yeah.
I won't listen to you voices. It's just so weird. What a strange choice.
It's like a niche trailer.
Yeah.
Like, if you know, you know.
Right. It's the Baldur's Gate 3 trailer from the last showcase where they're like, this is supposed to bring on new people, but we're really gonna just make it for the fans. But I don't, from what I understand, like, even fans were like, what the fuck? Why are we seeing this?
Right.
Like, I think Hellblade's okay. I'm excited for this new one. But, I don't know.
Like, who wants to feel emotional before they even play the game?
Right.
Like, I don't mind an emotional game, but I want to get into it.
This is even emotional because you can't get into it because there's no context.
Well, I'm just like the music and stuff. They're trying to sell this, like, this is going to be deep.
Right,
you know,
this big moment.
There's a lot of depth in this game. You want to buy it.
And that's what I was saying. It's supposed to be like this mental health struggle.
Right. But
and
when I play a game,
there's no context for it.
I need to know what the game is before the story, I think.
Well, that's what I thought was weird because we've already seen gameplay of it. Like, why aren't they showing like a bigger deep dive into like?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, they announced the RGG announced that they're doing a showcase later in the month.
Yeah.
After they did the after Summer Games Fest when Like a Dragon Gaiden got announced. Like a Dragon Gaiden got leaked. This did not get leaked. This is 8. And you're in a new place.
Nice. America.
You're not in, yeah, dude. You're not in Japan anymore. You're not in Kamurocho anymore.
Yeah, I can tell though. There's a lot of white people.
It looks like I think it's Hawaii. I don't know if it's been confirmed or not. I don't watch the RGG summit that happened last night. But we're going to Hawaii.
Nice.
So cool.
Oh, turns up, dude.
And maybe we'll go to multiple cities, like a Dragon. Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon takes place in Kamurocho at the beginning, and then you go to that other city for the rest of the game. So maybe you'll bounce around.
Yeah.
But I think they like to stay in one city for the most part.
Huh.
Maybe just Ichiban's story from now on will
Infinite Wealth.
Yeah, Infinite Wealth is also the subtitle to Like a Dragon 8. The 8 is an infinity sign. Yeah. At first, I just thought they got rid of the 8, and then
maybe there's like a new mechanic in this one that's why it's in Hawaii.
Well, I don't know what. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why. It definitely won't be a major mechanic because like the whole thing is that the new mechanic is that they're turn-based RPGs now, and then Gaiden is the old school style with the beat 'em ups and stuff. I mean, it just being in a new location is enough to be like, fuck yeah, that's new enough.
Right.
Like, I know what that game is now. I don't need I mean, I would have liked to see gameplay, but I know what that. I know I'll give that one the benefit of the doubt because like the Yakuza.
I mean, it's like its 100th game, so
yeah, yeah.
At this point,
we've already seen what the new gameplay style is because they put out a 90-hour RPG 2 years ago.
Right.
That was a Game of the Year contender. It's just them saying, hey, it's that, and it's in Hawaii. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Fish out of water. You're Ichiban, who speaks, doesn't speak any English, in the middle of America. Yeah. Oh, that sounds great. This next one kind of... Well, first, before this, it was Fallout 76. They did like a little sing-along thing, and then they announced that Fallout 76 is adding Atlantic City. They're leaving West Virginia, Appalachian Mountains, for Atlantic City.
City.
New update, which is cool. But this next thing, Capcom announced that they were having a showcase prior to Summer Games Fest. Prior to Summer Game Fest, they announced that they were having a showcase as a part of Summer Games Fest. So I had thought that we weren't going to see much of them from any, like the Street Fighter Exoprimal thing. I get why you have that at Jeff's thing,
right? And
don't put it in your normal showcase. Well, from what I've heard, that Capcom showcase, that was awful. So I didn't waste my time even watching it. I'll watch what was there by my own, but I don't want to do a reaction video after people had said it was so bad. But no one thought that they would announce a new IP here. But they did. This is a new IP called Kitsune Saga, I think. The Path of the Goddess is the subtitle. I'll look up what the main title is because it's Japanese. Capcom. Kunitsugami. I was completely wrong. Kunitsugami. Path of the Goddess. And this looks cool, I think. I don't know. I'm very confused on... I mean, we're seeing gameplay here, for sure. But, I want a little bit more into it, you know?
Yeah, what's really going on?
Yeah, exactly. Why we were in the daytime, now it's nighttime. What changed it to nighttime?
Is there
why are these demon doors
cycle
here? Yeah, is there a regular night cycle, or did when he walked up to the door thing, did he change it into this weird demon door somehow?
Right. Yeah.
And then it turned to night. Because now it looks like a Diablo Souls, or something like that. I don't know. At first, I thought it was an Onimusha game.
It kind of looks like she goes around she goes around kind of like the princess in Final Fantasy, and she just goes to the different lands.
Souls from demon or from kaiju and shit.
Yeah, and then
a yokai,
and frees these gates from the demons or something.
So weird. I'm interested.
It looks cool.
They have me interested.
Yeah.
I would like to see more because
Capcom's
on a roll.
I like how even the dark part of it was colorful. You know, it's not just blacks and reds.
Right.
There were a lot of vibrant dark colors, which is cool.
There's a lot of gradients from blacks into brighter colors, like a black to pink or a black to red and stuff like that. Yeah, it's nice looking. I'd like to see more. Next we get a Forza update. They talk about cars and how cool cars are.
Cars are cool.
Talking
get you around.
Pretty much, from what I understand, this is the big celebration of the last line of old model F1 races, combustion engines and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Because I guess they're going electric. I don't know. From what racer gamers have told have said on podcasts and stuff, it seems like this is what this is like the last celebration of this type of car.
Word.
And before they move into the new line of Cadillacs and Ford Motors. But these cars look real pretty. Those tires are real circle. They go fast. Hell yeah, Forza Motorsport. After that, we get the trailer for the next Elder Scrolls Online DLC. Necron, the something of Morrowind, the Fall of Morrowind, or something like that. ESO is cool. If you like Skyrim and never played Elder Scrolls or Elder Scrolls Online, I recommend it, especially with all these weird expansions and stuff.
Right.
I think the whole world scales with you, so you can jump into any point.
Oh, okay.
Kind of do like if you want to go to elsewhere and do like the dragon shit, you can do that. Or if you want to go do the high elf shit, you could do that. Or if you want to go to Morrowind,
harder region.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah, and we get an Overwatch 2 trailer, and they're showing off like some of the single player like mission things, the PvE mission things, not the campaign that they just canceled, or the PvE mode in general that they just canceled. This is a different thing where it's like more specific, like smaller missions. It's not like a whole story thing. Yeah, like a fire range. That PvE stuff is crazy. Oh, I didn't mean to exit out of it. The whole like them canceling that game and stuff like that. Because like the whole PvE campaign is the whole reason why they made it Overwatch 2, and them canceling it because like they couldn't balance it properly.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's like, why'd you even cancel it then?
Well, I mean, like it was just so. I know why they canceled it. They couldn't. The reason why is because every single like hero or whatever had like new variants and stuff like that, and like you could like mix and match powers and stuff or something like that, and it was like getting to be way too much.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna risk.
I mean, just want to get back to where we were. Yeah, it was. They just couldn't balance it properly, and yeah, it's been canceled and people are mad.
Yeah, a lot of people are mad.
It's a free-to-play game now, so whatever.
That's true.
Let's go.
So the next game is the other Persona game that also got leaked. This is a Persona 5 Tactics game.
Oh, cool.
Called Persona 5 Tactica. Those look dope as fuck. This is straight up Final Fantasy Tactics, but it's Persona.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is dope.
Can you get us out of here? So you're telling me you're thieves who steal hearts, and you just happened to stumble into this world? The Rebel Corps will always help the Phantom Thieves.
Is it like...
just as the Phantom Thieves have
Is it going to be like the same story, but just this type of style, or like an additional...
It'll be its own thing.
Like canon?
I don't think any of their side stuff is canon to each other. But it'll be very much its own thing. They do a lot of weird spin-offs and stuff like that. And Persona itself is a spin-off series. Shin Megami Tensei, the actual proper game. Yeah, SMT is like a hard, like the chorus of the core JRPGs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is like super. That game is a lot of fun. It's like I said, extremely hard. But a lot of weird JRPG quirks were started because of SMT. Like trying to impress characters so they'll join your party or like doing certain things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that Jack Frost character from that Persona 3 trailer is in every game, and that's one of the demons that you could basically like. It's like demon Pokemon. But it would be like, well, I want to see you, like, I want to see you go rob an old person or something like that, or like give me money,
right?
Or I want to see you, just like do weird things, or you can battle them, or you like. There's this whole like cool, weird other things to get people in your party.
Huh. Yeah, I haven't played any of those.
So this is the trailer I'm gonna run with, so we don't have to do the whole Starfield thing. Starfield looks really great. I do recommend watching the Starfield Direct.
Yeah.
Because it's 45 minutes long. I don't want to have you sit through that.
That's a lot, yeah.
But I don't even think we're gonna get through Ubisoft today. We're almost at 2 hours.
Wow.
This looks real pretty.
It does, yeah.
I'll let you go and finish watching it real quick. Mary was barking. Go get her roll.
Swap the doggos.
You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family. We do not fully understand
Does
all
look
that
pretty
is at work
nice.
here.
No finer group
Space
in the stars to be
Cowboy.
unraveling this
Gotta
mystery.
love Space Cowboys.
I'll follow you from here on out,
Ooh.
Captain.
Passionate robots. Love that. Hyperdrive. Can't go wrong with
These
hyperdrive.
artifacts could be everything we've been looking
Yeah,
for.
floating
Another great
space
secret the
debris.
universe is asking us to
If you got floating space debris, you got a game.
Human
That's fine.
settlements throughout the galaxy could
It
be
does look
everything.
super nice.
It is.
Oh yeah, some fighting. There we go.
I am
Looks like
beyond
Fallout
impressed with
fighting.
this. It's Fallout fighting, but definitely a lot more
At the end of this
advanced.
Yeah.
I think it's been confirmed. It was at least rumored that id was helping them develop the combat.
Oh, a lot of
Which is
creatures.
the
That's
Doom
cool.
people.
This is where
So it's
we
like
belong.
Outer Lands,
Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds,
It's kind of
but bigger maybe.
Fallout in space.
Fallout in
That's
space.
a better way to. That was the original pitch for this.
Oh, okay. But it's like huge.
Outer
then.
Outer
There's
Worlds
several
is also
planets.
Fallout in space, but
Oh yeah.
Outer Worlds is made by the people who made Fallout New Vegas,
Oh,
and
okay.
also original Fallout devs.
Am I thinking of? There's another one that sounds like Outer Worlds.
Outer Wilds.
Outer Wilds. That's not what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But that is
That's
the other one I
the
get
indie
confused
game.
for. That's the one that scared me like 3 times.
Speaking of indie games, this is an indie game from Don't Nod. This game looks dope as fuck. Surprisingly, like, what a cool indie game.
What does this remind me of? It's like a cool style.
I think it reminds me of like Journey and all of those style of games.
Yeah.
Journey or Absu. It's that new one that they just announced with the sword skating.
Oh yeah.
What is that called? Sword by the Sea or whatever?
That one looks really cool.
That one looked real cool. This is Don't Nod is the Life is Strange people. They also did Vampire.
Oh wow.
They've done a couple of other Life is Strange adjacent games like Tell Me Why and stuff like that. Twin Mirror.
Yeah.
This is not that. This is not like those games.
No,
at all.
not at all.
They're about to show gameplay, and it looks. It's. I don't know what's the best way to put it. It's like just the Tomb Raider climbing parts, but a video game.
Oh yeah.
Like just that idea of platforming and stuff like that.
Probably a ton of puzzling.
Yeah.
Figuring out your routes like that, whatever that was.
Right. There's like grow home mechanics where like you're making plants pop out of the sides, like giving paths and stuff.
Yeah. I wonder if you have to like learn certain things to advance, maybe, or
Yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah, it
or
looks
like
great.
get new tools and stuff, like new climbing tools.
Oh, true. Yeah.
But like, yeah,
Like
I
the
see
rope
that's
stuff. That's cool. Yeah.
grown flowers and things. I hope it plays well. It looks great. Jusant. Climb fall 2023.
Jusant. I feel like that's just a word for
Jusant.
climbing in another language.
Maybe. This next game. Well, we can talk about that for a second. Yeah, I don't. Maybe Jusant. I was thinking it was the name of the mountain.
Oh yeah.
Because I'd imagine it's not
Jusant just sounds like.
Maybe it's the name of him.
Ascend.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it could be his name, or like the name of the mountain, or just the lands that they're in.
Yeah. There was like a lot of like weird cliff towns that he was hanging out in. I mean, it looked like you had like an actual
It looks like
home.
everything is in the mountains.
Yeah. I'm intrigued. Just getting like eco vibes from it as well. Here's a new horror game from the Chinese Room.
World premiere.
The Chinese Room is the people who made Amnesia, the machine, or A Machine for Pigs, along with Dear Esther and Everyone's Gone to the Rapture. This is fucking dope. You're gonna miss it.
Sorry.
It's like 30 seconds long.
I got you. A good old oil tanker. Whatever those are called. Oil islands.
This looks like they're just making Amnesia, but on an oil rig.
Wow.
And then that title, I'm getting like maybe some Cthulhu vibes. Like we're on this oil tanker with some fucked up Cthulhu
There's
shit.
definitely gonna be some like mer creatures or something.
Right. Definitely.
In Portuguese, it means downstream. So I.
Jusant?
Yeah, I don't know if that's.
Oh, is that what you're looking
I
at?
don't know if that's what we're.
Interesting.
It's probably not the same. Jusant.
This game is called Dungeons of Hinterberg.
Okay.
I believe. Another.
Got some surfing.
I was thinking Jusant was the only indie game. I forgot. We saw Thunder Lotus. There's this.
This looks cool. Weird stuff going on.
This looks real cool. Like the hoverboard, like the towns and stuff. I like a lot of the super vibrant colors. It's like cotton candy.
Yeah, like the style changes up
Right.
a couple different times. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Dungeons of
And like
Hinterberg.
that's the thing. You don't have to show a lot of gameplay. Xbox that was perfect.
Yeah, that was
Like,
exactly what I needed. I know exactly what I'm gonna get into playing that game.
Yeah. And then we get
very
Keanu
excited
Reeves
to be
coming
returning
out
as Johnny
again
Silverhand.
to announce the DLC. Not really announce it, but to give an update and show off the DLC.
I'm back.
It's kind of like the reveal of it.
And I can
The
save
the
your life.
main reveal of it. Because
Where's the
they
catch?
announced it. Hey, it's coming.
Need you to
Idris
get to
Elba's in
Dogtown.
it. Here's a little trailer. But this is like the first story trailer specifically. Giving out like, hey, this is like the whole overview of what's happening.
Man's got 1,001 reasons to
They're
recognize
adding
as
a new
hostage.
part of the city completely called Dogtown.
Time to wake them up. So
This game's came a long way apparently, and
Yeah, I remember when people were just pooping on it.
yeah, and that was 2020, man. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And finally, we get DLC for it. And they've spent a long time fixing it. Yeah, I want to play through it. I'll wait until I get a PS5, so I'll probably wait another year or two before I end up getting to it. But I do want to play it. I love The Witcher 3. It is very disheartening for this game to turn out the way it was.
Someone ratted us out.
This looks great. I don't know. It's more cyberpunk.
Yeah, why didn't they get Idris Elba to come out on stage?
Because Keanu Reeves revealed the game.
Well, he should have. Yeah, but he could have joined him.
I don't know.
Like, now we have Idris.
Maybe Idris Elba just is too much.
He's like...
Idris Elba is also British. He doesn't live in LA, so that's probably part of it.
That's true.
You don't have to fly
But
Keanu
Idris
Reeves
is like
out.
the coolest
My brain.
person.
He's too busy filming Knuckles.
He's too busy being the next James Bond.
Is he doing that? I don't.
There were rumors at one point.
Oh, word. Well, here's a trailer for a game that got announced a couple weeks ago at Paradox.
Yeah.
This is, I think this is a bigger dive. This is City Skylines 2.
Oh, okay. Every roundabout.
Every district. It's nothing. It looks cool. It looks like kind of insane. City Skylines is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You can't. There's a.
I've been playing it on my Xbox. It's so much harder on the Xbox.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Where you can't like click and stuff. It seems like they've streamlined it a lot more in this one.
Yeah, it definitely looks like they added like things that make it a little easier.
But also, like, you could just hook up a keyboard to your Xbox.
That's true. I could totally. Yeah. I just really like a controller.
Yeah, me too. Me too, preferably. But just like, especially for like, I love Diablo, but it was always on PC. But Diablo 3 or Diablo 4 being so amazing on controller is so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they could take that and put League of Legends on the console.
Right, League isn't on consoles yet. Weird.
I know, I'd love that.
What a weird. That's so weird that it's not.
That would be great.
It's on mobile. Why is it on console?
What are we doing? Give me an Xbox League.
Well, I'm surprised this next one didn't leak, because their other two games leaked. Studio Zero, the creators of Persona 5 and Persona 3 and 4, have a new game. And it's not a Persona. But I'm so here for this. Like, this is the most anime. These menus are beautifully fucked up. Like, all of this HUD and shit. It looks crazy.
Yeah. Oh, so it was a different team that did 1 and 2?
It might be. Yeah, no, definitely. It's definitely a different team. Definitely different.
And then 3, 4, 5, and then this game.
Yes.
Yeah, this is super anime-ass anime.
Yeah. Yeah, all of them are they're like insanely anime, but this is like
they found a way to fucking
make it even
make
more,
it even more like
with political intrigue and and medieval fantasy. But it's cool because like they've never made a fantasy game before.
Right.
Like Persona, like Shin Megami Tensei is kind of fantasy adjacent, but it's more sci-fi than fantasy.
Metaphor Re-Fantasio?
Yeah, it's not a good name. Metaphor is cool. Re-Fantasio is... that's a little much. But also, everything that they do is a little much. So,
that's fair.
It's fitting.
Metaphor Re-Fantasio.
It's like that Fire Emblem game that they did with like FE Encore, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, FE Encore,
right,
or whatever.
What is this, a Fall Out Boy song? Do we need a 2-sentence title?
Right. And here's another indie studio with yeah, they made the Banner Saga. This is not like the Banner Saga. This game kind of reminds me of like a Castle Crashers almost. It's called Towerborn, which is not a great name, in my opinion. Like Bloodborne, okay. Not a great name, but great game.
But the word blood is in it, so it's like...
Yeah. The game made that name cool.
Yeah.
Towerborn?
Towerborn sounds like a game like a Flash game.
Yeah, or a mobile game or
right.
something.
Ever changing.
We're seeing a lot of 3-player co-op games in this.
Yeah.
Like Remnant.
When did we decide that 3 was the number?
Space Marines was 3-player, and now we got Xbox with Towerborn as 3-player. And we had Immortals, or 33 Immortals as 33-player, but...
Right.
Together,
10 groups of 3.
Humanity.
No, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
I'm not.
11 groups of 3.
Cut that.
It's close.
Yeah, what is that? That's weird. Is that like the new thing? Like, oh, we've done 2 and we've done 4.
Yeah, I guess trios is just so much easier to get than 4 people, which I get because like I have 3 friends. I don't have 4 friends here.
Right, that's fair. And I guess like that is like the fight. That's been like the fighting thing too recently. Like Apex has been trios and stuff, and
yeah.
So maybe it's just kind of been
Fortnite.
Like people have kind of already got their crews now of trios,
Fortnite.
So it's easier. Even Rocket League trios, like.
Well, Fortnite keeps bringing back trios. I think that's the thing.
Right.
Fortnite will like get rid of trios and like bring it back, like the McRib.
Right. Yeah, trios is the McRib of video games. So, but it makes sense because you've already kind of developed your team, your squad, if you will. So it's easier to just bring them over to a new game.
Yeah.
That's what I've been trying to do on the Dead by Daylight. I've been trying to get like my friends from Rocket League and Apex to just switch over. Right, so I still have my squad, but it's like a completely different game, so it's not. Some people aren't about it.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not into asymmetrical games either. I like watching them, but it's not my bag either.
Yeah.
This might be my bag though. It's been a long time since we've seen In Exile with their any game. Wasteland 3 was a long time ago now. Finally they're here, revealing their new game. I think it's Clockwork Revolution is the name of it. We get some gameplay in this, so I'm happy with it. But you were talking about like we were talking about if somebody doesn't make it, or if you don't make it, somebody else will. That kind of looks like that same thing. Where it's like the 2K didn't want to make or Take-Two was not making a BioShock game for a very long time, and now we're getting all these people making BioShock games.
Right.
They have confirmed this is more in the lines of what they have done prior.
Yeah.
Of like a hardcore RPG like Wasteland and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's also a first-person shooter. And what they're showing here is very BioShock-y.
Yeah.
Looks
a hell of BioShock.
It's just straight up infinite.
There is nowhere in space or time where I will not destroy you.
But like the rewind time mechanic seems interesting.
Yeah.
I like that whole idea.
Yeah, you're gonna do some time hopping.
Yeah, so like, yeah, you're doing time hopping and stuff. It being open world though.
What did I do?
Like, how open is the time span open?
Right.
What is happening here? How is this open?
My friend puts one in your scalp.
Does it only?
And it kind of looks like they keep showing the same parts of the city, which kind of makes it seem really closed.
Yeah. Like we're only in this city. Like, is it open city?
Yeah, is it like New York, like a Spider-Man game where you're trapped on the island?
Yeah, it's just fucking Manhattan or whatever.
Right.
But even the Spider-Man is still a big game in
it's massive.
city.
Yeah, for sure.
I think this might be smaller. But who knows? It's been a long time, like I said, since Wasteland 3. They have Microsoft putting in money the money into them now.
Right.
And it didn't have a date on them. It said in due time. So this game is probably still a ways out.
2025.
We'll see. 2026, baby. 2025 games are getting announced as 2025 now. We've
That's
gotten
true,
like 2 or 3 2025 games so far announced.
Very true. They probably got a couple years, especially because they like I said, they only showed they didn't really even show a lot in that trailer.
Yeah. I'm also in, when you reveal a game, okay, don't give me gameplay right away. Okay, whatever. That's fine. The next time you show it, give me gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the camp of don't put a date on it until you know for sure. Because
for sure, yeah.
We get the Starfield thing or the Halo thing where games are getting delayed a year out and it's not a week or 2 anymore. It's whole new development cycles are going into games now, and it's kind of much to put a date on it.
Thank
way
you
too
all
early.
for joining us.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the last game.
Before the Starfield thing.
Before the Starfield thing, but even before that, we get a little montage, and they announce a new Xbox Series S. It's coming in black, and instead of it having a 256 gigabyte hard drive or whatever was in that thing, SSD, it's gonna have a terabyte.
Oh, cool.
It's gonna be $349 starting out. I think the original one was $299. But the Xbox Series S has been getting I see it on sale all the time.
Yeah.
It's $250 on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you're paying $100 for 3 times the storage.
Yeah.
It's, in my opinion, I think that the math there is correct, where that's worth it if you want a Series S.
I would think so, yeah.
They just announced that the new SSD storage is finally coming, and they announced prices with them. And they're, I think, a little bit more expensive, so I think you do get more with that.
Yeah.
If you want an S. This doesn't change anything hardware-wise about the S, though.
Right, they just made it bigger.
Yeah, the S is still a potato of a machine. They're still having a lot of problems with, not how well it runs games, but it's not as strong as the other ones. So, it's only digital. I'm a physical game enthusiast, so the X is more of my bag. I think the X is starting out at a terabyte or 2. Yeah, that was the big last thing before Starfield. But while we close out the show, I'll just play the direct.
What did you just say?
In the
You better not be
background.
saying that this summer is going to be better than the one that we spent together.
Wait, it's
buddy.
Yeah, that was fun, but I didn't have this pass back then.
What's going
American
on here?
Pie.
Yeah, is American Pie cool again? Do you think
What are they doing
relevant now?
20 years later in a commercial?
Yeah.
Who recognizes them now getting DoorDash?
Right. Why are we back at the Star Wars thing?
Sorry, that's not shit on commercials. That's not why we're here.
It kind of is.
Donia on Mars to
Yeah.
this day serves
Take
as the
off
largest
the
mining
headphones.
facility for the United
Talk about
Colonies.
this later. I'll have you watch this on your own time when you have a moment or so. Just put it on the
Beyond
background or
United
something while you're
Colonies
playing
reach,
games.
You might find yourself in a much more wild.
But it looks real pretty.
independent
I'll
coalition
say
of
that.
Most of my content.
Damn, I really want to
This
get
is
Day of the
Freestar
Devs done
Collective
as well.
Space.
But maybe we'll have to do a part 2, before the
each
next
one of these
podcast.
were hours
Freestar
long.
Collective
Yeah.
is
Hard to
Aquila
really
City.
summarize it all.
Right, just Summer
Starboard
Games Fest.
Inn is in Aquila City.
Summer Games Fest alone was 2 hours. This was another 2-hour showcase
Ranger
along with
relies on judgment and
the
intuition
Starfield Direct
to do what's best
Right.
for the
attached to
people.
it. Yeah, there's a lot. There's so many games. We didn't even do Ubisoft yet. We're not gonna even get to Ubisoft today.
No.
So we'll definitely have to do a part 2 before the next podcast at some point. Video games are happening.
They're out there. They're coming out.
They're coming. September, October is looking packed.
Yeah.
Starfield September. Fuck it. There was like 4 other games that got announced for September.
There are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore. But these areas are also
Spider-Man's in October. Alan Wake's in October. There was something else that just got announced in October in this as well. There's a lot getting packed into this back half of the year, and then 2024 is already looking insane.
Yeah.
Like we're getting so many games 2024. I mean, they'll probably get delayed, but
yeah.
Shit, dude.
Still, the amount that's coming out, even if half of them get delayed.
Yeah, right. If Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is the only game to come out at the beginning of next year, that's still gonna be an amazing year.
Right, that's great.
Waiting for you.
And that'll give me enough time to beat it, maybe.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Fucking 2 discs.
It's gonna be like a 30-hour game.
30 hours is one quest.
One disc.
That's one quest. No, not even one disc, dude. Like Final Fantasy VII Remake itself was 90 hours long.
But the most important story.
Yeah, that game was long as fuck.
It did take me a while. It did take a lot of days.
And that's without side shit.
And I think people are gonna be really
this
excited when they see
Final
all
Fantasy
the improvements
VII
we've
Remake
made.
is also not open.
One of the biggest overhauls was done due to
this
our
is
character
like,
generation system.
we were talking
We
about the
scanned a
city
wide range
thing.
of
Like,
faces from
Final
different age
Fantasy
groups
VII
and
Remake's only
ethnicities.
one
And
city.
by
It's just
mixing and matching
Midgard.
out that data,
Right.
we were able to create a
This
highly
now we're
detailed
leaving
and diverse
Midgard. This is
characters.
gonna be
We use that
Uh-huh.
exact system to create all
And,
the
like, this
characters
is
and NPCs you're
only
gonna
the
see in the
second
game.
game. There's
So any
another
character
one
you see
after.
almost
What
always
the
is a
fuck?
character
This
you
isn't
can
even the
make
biggest of
yourself.
their games.
Yeah.
That they could touch on.
Yeah. Well, apparently they're also making there's another remake in development for Final Fantasy IX, which is that would be cool. I really want to see that game. And that was on the NVIDIA League a couple years ago. And we finally almost seen everything from that, and that's one of the few things we haven't seen yet. But we've seen Rebirth and Kingdom Hearts 4 and fucking Alan Wake 2 and like all of these other games. Yeah, so that's one of the the white whale, is that
Your journey from there
the
can
term?
be as detailed or as quick
It's the
as you
one
want it
white
to be.
whale that we haven't seen
The
yet.
system has more to offer than ever
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. The video games are happening, man. I'm
It's
so
also
excited.
the simplest character generation system we ever had.
I do want to
The
end
player
it now,
gets
though.
as close as possible to
Sorry
make
that.
whatever they want.
Sorry to you guys. I
Various
do
facial
want to
looks you
hear
can blend
you
together.
about what you have been
Dermal
playing,
aesthetic,
but
makeup, blemishes,
yeah, I
scars,
think we'll have a part
piercings,
2
teeth
later.
settings.
I've only
It's a
been
lot
playing one
less.
game.
I think it's the most fun to
really?
use.
Besides the games that I've always talked about, I only started
Character
one
creation
other game,
is
and
more than
that's
just how you look.
You Suck at
This is
Parking.
also where you
Oh,
start to
okay,
decide
cool.
who
That's
you
just like
wanna
a
be.
cool little.
That's where
Yeah.
Way harder than I thought.
Yeah, the game is fucked up.
Very hard, and like
Super
the
RPG is-
skill
You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which
climb. I can't think of the term for it, but it accelerates. Like it starts off and you're like, oh, I get this, and then all of a sudden, like
And it
next
gets
level
way
is
insane.
like 3 times as hard all of a sudden. And you really gotta like, yeah, it's cool, and that's just like
I probably should stick to
the
professional
story mode stuff, and then there's like the versus
last
stuff.
time.
And, yeah, but that's it. That's all I've been. Everything else is the same. Rocket League,
Marvel Snap.
Marvel
Traits are
Snap,
completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages. You could choose
Yeah, I haven't
something
played
you're biggest
anything.
fan.
I didn't touch anything. I did touch for a second that Grimace birthday party game. We'll touch on that as well.
Oh
in the
right,
part
yeah,
two.
and the Google Katamari thing.
Yes, I did play that for a couple of seconds.
Some like mini things,
That's
yeah.
a little cute thing, but yeah, we'll definitely do a part 2
My
because
favorite
this
trait
was
is kid stuff. You have
2
to pay
hours
some
and 20
credits to
minutes
support
long,
your
so
parents,
we don't
but
need
they're very
to go
sweet, and
through
it's really
4
fun
other
to visit them.
showcases.
Yeah, you don't want to watch a whole Lord of the Rings trilogy of podcasting.
Yeah, so I would say we'll probably shoot to record that, and then that come out Wednesday maybe.
There's another great one that gives you a damage
Yeah, well,
buff when your
Patrick
health
and I will
is low,
talk about
but
that
mercenaries will randomly show up
when we're not
and
on
try
the
to kill
podcast. I mean,
you.
maybe that'll be good podcast content. I don't know.
What you choose, there will be plenty of
Planning
ways
our
for
next
you
podcast.
to tell
Yeah,
your story.
the podcast
And
of
if
a
you wanna remove
podcast.
a trait, There are ways to do that too.
Yeah, I guess with that being said, guys, it's been fun. It's been real. We'll see you soon. And like, comment, and subscribe. Drop a like, or drop a like, comment, subscribe, and then go donations down below. Pokemon stores down below. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, or drop a dislike. I mean, like, be honest. If you hate us,
yeah, I'm cool with engagement of any kind.
Put it in the comments. Tell us to eat poop.
We took what we learned about skills and
Oh, that scared the shit out of me. I was like, how did that open on its own? I thought it was locked.
We have a current break-in, but that's fine.
Which can be used to unlock.
Oh no!
We can take our stuff while we finish recording. And like I said, tell us to eat poop.
At least we didn't stop the cameras yet, so if we were getting swatted, it'd be great content.
Great content. We can put this
still
in the title.
Put it out.
Podcasters get swatted in the middle of their video game review.
I'll get like a TikTok. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. It's been fun.
Ranks are unlocked by completing challenges
See
associated with that skill.
Papa Pizza. I don't know.